Hey, BOOZHOO! Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO, NANABOOZHOO, a podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. Today I'd like to talk about a book that Michael Lyons wrote and illustrated. AMIX BLOOD. AMIX BLOOD. It's a story of a little girl who's half vampire and half elf. She's biracial. She's a WIISAAKODEWININI. WIISAAKODEWININI is our Ojibwe word of the day. And what that means, a WIISAAKODEWININI is a person of mixed ancestry. It's a person who is part one race and part another race. It was like I knew a guy. He was part white and part Cherokee. His dad was a Chomokaman, a long knife, a European descent. And his mother was a Jeep. She was a Cherokee. Cherokee people. Nah, I stole that joke. But WIISAAKODEWININI, a person of mixed ancestry. And that's something that a lot of natives have to deal with. Person finds out you're native and the first thing they ask, oh, how much? How much native are you? How much of your blood is tainted red? You know. Nobody ever comes up to a black person and says, hey, how much black are you? Do they? Maybe they do. Let's see, who are some famous WIISAAKODEWININIs? Well, there's Prince. Prince was black and Hispanic and white, I think. Barack Obama, he was black and white. He was a mixed race. He was a mixed blood. Bob Marley, he was of two races. And let's see who else. Val Kilmer. I can't get enough of Thunderheart. Anybody else? I think that's it. Those are the three people who got famous, even though they were of mixed ancestry. WIISAAKODEWININI. Anyway, this book, AMIX BLOOD, that's her name, but that's also kind of a term that we use in the community. Go, oh, that guy's a mixed blood. You know, he's part white. And, you know, we don't talk enough about what happened. I don't think we know enough, but they never teach. Whenever they teach about Native American history, they always talk, oh, you know, it's so bad when the white man came and, you know, stole our land. But they don't talk about, like, how well we got along with, like, the French and the Finlanders and the Norwegians. I mean, at least for Ojibwe people, it seems like we married them right away. You know? I mean, first we went into business. You know, the French came and they gave us guns and beads and, you know, a lot of good stuff. Pans, pots and pans. And we would give them, like, fur hides, you know, beaver hides and that. And so, you know, when you see old, like what are those guys called? French fur traders, the voyageurs. You know, these guys are always wearing some Indian stuff. And they would canoe around in birch bark canoes. You know, they were sort of bicultural. They had both the, and we became bicultural, you know. It's not like natives back in the day said, no, we don't want your gun. We like the bow and arrow. Hey, leave your fishing hooks and lines and fish, you know, we're just going to net and spear forever because that is the way. No, we picked up, you know, practices from other people. And so, I don't know. WIISAAKODEWININI. Anyway, this book, I keep bringing up the topic, AMIX BLOOD, she has a hard time because in this world, the vampires are the dominant culture. And the elves are kind of like the Anishinaabe. And she doesn't fit into her the Vampire Academy because as a WIISAAKODEWININI, as a mixed blood, she doesn't like to drink blood. She can't transform into a bat. She can't do a lot of the things that the full-blood vampires can do. So they send her off to a boarding school to learn how to be a proper vampire. And then then, you know, she runs away from boarding school and she jumps on a train. She meets a mummy. And that mummy turns out to be a mixed blood too. He's half human and half alien. You can work out what happened there. Anyway, and so it goes on, and she goes on an adventure. It's really a good book. You can get this on Amazon.com. AMIX BLOOD by Michael Lyons. All right, I'm going to cut this short because people share it more if it's not real long. Anyway, are you a WIISAAKODEWININI? Are you a mixed blood? Most Americans are, you know, to some degree or another. Bunch of mutts. All right. Well, having said that, let me just say, miigwech ganawabieg. Thank you for watching. BOOZHOO, NANABOOZHOO, podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, and I will see you again. Gigawabamin, Minowa, Hawa. AMIX BLOOD. Order the book on Amazon today. And there's a link in the description.